Hello everyone, Red here. In this video, I'm just simply going to show my level 90 sage rotation. This is an attempt to help the fresh level 90 sages to get started with their dungeon runs. I will jump straight into a dungeon, but few disclaimers first. Even though my gear score is quite high compared to fresh level 90 sages, this is because of the new patch. Everyone is on the same playing field at the moment, for the latest dungeon at least, except the day 1 savage raiders. So hopefully we won't get them for this video. But the reason I'm mentioning this as a fresh level 90 sage, you can still follow the rotation and get and it will take you through the level 90 dungeon you are able to do despite of your gear score, because you still need a minimum gear score to be able to do the runs, to able to run that particular dungeon to begin with. So yeah, ignore my gear score and for now just look at the rotation. With that said, let's jump into a dungeon. First things first, don't forget your cardia. And for good measure, I still like to set my tank as my main focus. So when we start running, I'll shield the tank using Equation Diagnosis, and while the tank is pulling, I like to put my dots on the mobs using Equation Doses. But there are a lot of people who like to start spamming their AoE right away while running inside the tank. It's up to your taste, because I'm not too worried about my MP, as Lucid Dream always got my back. So yeah, it's up to you, whatever you prefer. And if the tank manages to run ahead of you, just dash toward him to catch up. Once he's done pulling, use Parasol and these two while reshielding the tank once again. This will keep you alive for the first half of the pull. After applying these 3 spells, start spamming your AoE, namely the ones with cooldown. Phlegma 3 to put it on cooldown, and then Toxicon 2. Use up all your stacks, as you will get them back very soon. And by the time they're all used up, your applied healing spells are probably about to run out. So reapply the shield, and now use Haima and Torashol on the tank. And back to spamming your AoE, whatever you might have available. And around the end of the pull, try spamming the shield so you can get the stacks back for your next pull. Don't worry about getting all 3 though, just 1 or 2. And while the tank is pulling the next pack, just keep shielding him and put dots or use AoE. Again, it's up to you. And by the time the tank is done pulling, your cooldowns will be up again except Haima. So for the second pull, just for the second half, we will apply 10 Haima and use Soteria instead of just Haima like we did last time. And the rest is the same. Use your AoE, whichever AoE is off cooldown. If none of them are off cooldown, then use your normal AoE. Oh, I forgot to mention about Pneuma. My suggestion is to use it whenever it's off cooldown, as it will give you both AoE heal and damage. And finally, for the boss fights. As all the bosses have tendency of doing a huge AoE damage at the start, this is what I like to do. I put shield on the tank while he's running toward the boss, then put a dot on the boss and shield everyone else individually. And try to use up all my Toxicon that I might still have available before the boss can do the AoE damage, as that AoE will return me all 3 stacks of Toxicon to be used again. And yeah, that's about it. If you are focusing, you probably have noticed that there are a few spells that I have skipped over, like Ixiejol, Joe, and Holos. In my opinion, I think these spells are mainly situational, so it depends on the situation and the healer if they want to use it and when they want to use it. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with. I'm gonna let you judge your situation and your healing expertise to be able to judge when and if you should use these spells. Use Shield and Haima if the tank is about to get Tank Buster, and Haima or AoE Shield if it's a stack marker, and just watch out for the boss mechanics. And try to do as much damage as possible, as you are a DPS healer and shielder, so you heal by doing damage. So yeah, hope this video helped. Please comment if you think the rotation can be improved in any way or I missed something. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time with whatever topic I upload. Until then, take care everyone.